My report is about Lesson 18, Individual versus Society in Young Adult Literature. So, as teens mature, one of their chief challenges lies in defining who they are and what they believe, becoming their own individual self. So, habang tumatanda ang tao, isa sa mga challenges na nararanasan nila ay i-define kung sino talaga sila at kung ano ang dapat nilang Literature provides us with many cautionary tales of the damage humanity is capable of inflicting on itself when societies go awry. So, alam naman natin na ang literature ay malaki ang impact sa atin. So, pero hindi lahat ng nababasa natin is dapat na-adapt natin kasi hindi naman lahat ng content ng literature is maganda sa mata ng tao. Kaya dapat mag-iingat din tayo sa mga impormasyon na kailangan na paniwalaan natin or gayahin natin. So, pag sinabi nating young adult literature refers to books written specifically for a teenage audience. The books usually have a young protagonist and present that young person dealing with issues that other young people all face, or issues that young people are afraid they may have to face. The dystopian genre of novels in particular gives a safe, thought-provoking way to vicariously experience many possible scenarios. So, pag sinabi nating dystopia, it is an imaginary place where people are unhappy and usually afraid because they are not treated fairly. So, ang authors ng dystopian novels ay na-influensyahan ng mga totoong nangyari, such as outbreaks of war, population explosions, and scarcity of resources and threats from outsiders. So, one of the richest themes for exploration with teens is the possibility of a society to control its citizens and enforce conformity and sameness. So, one of the example of a young adult literature and a dystopian novel was the Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451. So, the author of Fahrenheit 451 is Ray Bradbury. So, the protagonist of the novel was Guy Montag, and he is a fireman. So, Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 is set in the not-too-distant future in a dystopian society that has grown dark and disturbing. So, Guy Montag lived in was a devious, mind-controlling society, and everyone followed along except the rebels who consumed knowledge by reading. The author Ray Bradbury captured his vision of the future and ultimately perceiving today's reality, where being told knowledge is terrible and being lazy and watching TV all day was right. A revolution broke out and Montag became a part of that, with the government telling them how to live their life to a T. Montag grew to know that happiness he was seeking wasn't going to be found continuing his life of living by their law. He knew that you didn't be happy without choice, so he made one for the first time. His choice was to arise above the mind, control, and be part of the rebels who soon won. Fahrenheit 451 contains many passages that help illustrate the intellectual and spiritual poverty that occurred when books and intellectual discourse were banned. So, Ray Bradbury was aware that human society can easily become oppressive and regimented, and he saw censorship by the government as the first step towards totalitarianism. So, censorship in the shape of banning books is one of the major themes of this novel. The government thinks that the members of the society must focus on entertainment and enjoyment of their sensual desire. As books prompts questions and fine-tune intellectual development, they are considered evil for social development and social growth. So if an owner keeps books in his house, they are destroyed with disregard for the damage to life and property of the owner. He alludes to speeding cars, loud music, and aggressive marketing that help create a society without literature and self-reflective individuals like Guy Montag. In the novel, burning books are a metaphorical presentation of the end of the knowledge and the use of censorship. Books enable people to think about themselves. That is why keeping books was declared a crime and firemen were assigned to burn the books. Montag must burn the books and keep the people devoid of the power of books. The power that books symbolize is that they connect human beings with each other, as happens in the case of Clarice and Montag, and later Montag and Professor Faber. Secondly, they also represent the humanity of the people as the old woman shows and Montag reacts to her burning. Finally, books also show the power to enable human beings to become cultural, civilized, and empowered. The main message of this novel of Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 is that a society that wants to survive, thrive, and bring its people fulfillment must encourage them to wrestle with ideas. He indicates a society that puts all its emphasis on providing people with a superficial sense of happiness.